Unit 65, Revision, Past Simple Tense. Okay, we have the text and we have to fill in the verbs. Така, имаме текст, трябва да попълним глаголите в реда, в който ги виждаме. Begin, not to go off. To go off. Задействам се за аларма. Това е смисълът в нашия контекст. My alarm didn't go off. Така, to go off, още. Да избухна, да гръмна. Okay? The gun went off. Пистолетът гръмна. Още. To go off to a place. Да тръгна за някъде. Окей, нататък. Leave, be, arrive, check, go, sit, call, drink, spill, follow, pass, hurry. Be, make, hear, be, look, look, see, go, push, press, pick, be, announce. Okay, the day began terribly. My alarm didn't go off and I left the house with only 1 hour to spare before the plane was due to take off. Okay? Така, when something is due, нещо така трябва, се очаква да се случи. Okay? В този смисъл, before the plane was due to take off, преди самолета да трябваше да излети. Това ще бъде нашия смисъл. Luckily, there was very little traffic and I arrived at the airport with 30 minutes to spare. To spare е на практика времето, което ни остава. Окей, обърнете внимание как използваме израза. Окей, I had only 30 minutes to spare. Okay, so I checked in at the gate, врата, порта, също, and went for coffee. Just as I sat down, the announcer called my flight. I drank my coffee quickly, too quickly in fact, as I spilled some on my shirt. I followed the sign to the departure gate and passed through the passport control. To pass through, минавам през. I hurried down in the departure lounge. Okay, in the departure lounge. Okay. It was full of teenagers, obviously a school trip. They made a terrible noise. To make a noise, вдигам шум. And then I heard that terrible announcement. I heard that terrible announcement. The one you don't want to hear. There was a problem with the engine. Okay. I looked around for a place to get another coffee. To get the си взема. Yes. I saw a drinks machine, so I went over to get some. Внимание. To go over to a place, да отида до, при. To go over to a place, да отида до, при. Over, много често ще има тази идея, много често ще срещаме over с глаголи за движение, като walk, drive, go. Okay. So I went over to get some. Okay. I pushed in my money and I pressed the button for black coffee. Okay. When I picked up the cup, to pick up something, да взема нещо. Okay? It was, okay, what? Only water. At that moment, the flight attendant announced that the plane was delayed because of bad weather. Okay? So, now let's look at the questions that we have. How did the day begin? It began terribly. Was there much traffic there? No, there wasn't. There was little traffic. Okay. What did you do when you arrived at the airport? Actually, what did he do? Yes. Okay. So, he arrived at the airport with 30 minutes to spare. Още веднъж, внимание, to spare, на практика, времето, което да прекарам свободно. Okay? Spare time, свободно време, т.е. това, което остава. Okay. So he checked in at the gate and he went for a coffee. Yes? Next question, number 4. What happened just as I sat down, as he sat down? Okay? Just as he sat down, the announcer, what? Called his flight there. Yes? Okay. So he drank his coffee quickly and actually he spilled some on his shirt. Okay. He passed through the passport control there. Okay. The departure lounge was full of teenagers. Okay. And actually, this is the answer to question 6. Why was it noisy in the departure lounge? It was full of teenagers. Obviously, it was a school trip. Obviously, очевидно. Okay, and they made a terrible noise. To make a noise, вдигам шум. Помним фрази. Yes? Okay. What was the terrible announcement there? Okay. There was a problem with the engine. Okay. What did you do? What did the man do there after he heard the announcement? Okay. He looked around for a place to get another coffee. He saw a drinks machine there. Okay, so he walked over to get some. Okay, да отида до при. Okay. So, was the black coffee delicious? No, it wasn't. Why? It was only water. And number 10, what did the flight attendant announce? Announce? Обявявам. Okay, the flight attendant announced that the plane was delayed, беше забавен, because of, поради bad weather. Okay, let's go on. Okay, our next exercise, we have to open the brackets. Така, това, което ние ще направим, трябва да отвориме скобите и да поставим глагола в the past simple. Okay, once upon a time, имало едно време. Okay, още веднъж искам да помним изрази. There were 3 bears. A bear, мечка. Huge papa bear, dear mama bear, and little baby bear. They lived in a great big wood. Wood, гора. В страхотна голяма гора. They lived. Okay, number 2. One day, Mama Bear, what? Cooked tasty porridge for her family and put it into bowls. Put, no change, yes? And she put it into bowls. Bowl, купа. A huge bowl for huge Papa Bear, an ordinary bowl for Mama Bear, and a little bowl for Baby Bear. Okay. To give the porridge some time to cool down. To cool down, изключително хубав израз. Да изстине, да се охлади. To cool down. Okay. The three bears went for a walk. Near the wood, there lived a little girl called Goldilocks. Okay. So, looking at the fourth sentence. Изречение 4. She was not allowed to go into the wood. To be allowed. Да ми е позволено. Okay, she was not allowed. Не й беше позволено. To go into the wood. One day she sneaked out. Sneak. Да се измъкна, да се промъкна незабелязано. Okay, she sneaked out of the house. Тоест, out дава една идея на движение навън. She sneaked out, да се измъкна незабелязано навън. Yes? Okay, she sneaked out of the house and ran into the big wood. After a while, she came to the house of the three bears. Okay, she arrived at the house. Come има контекста на arrive много често. Yes? So, 5. She knocked at the door. She looked through the windows. Okay. Nobody seemed to be there. Внимание, nobody seen изглежда. Никой изглеждаше не беше там. Внимание, още веднъж, nobody е негативна дума, така че всичко, което имаме след това, ще бъде в положителен контекст, но като цяло изречението е отрицателно. Nobody seemed to be there. Окей, изглеждаше да беше там. Изглежда да беше там. So, little Goldilocks stepped inside. Да пристъпя вътре. Окей. In the kitchen, Goldilocks smelled the porridge. She got very hungry. Get hungry, огладнявам. Нещо, което сме говорили по отношение на прилагателни и употребата на get. Okay? Be hungry е по принцип състояние. I am hungry. Гладен съм. Get hungry ще даде идеята на действие, т.е. промяна към състояние. Огладнявам. Yes? Okay, she got past tense, she got very hungry and tried the porridge in the huge bowl. Too hot. Then she tasted some of the porridge from the ordinary bowl. Too cold. The porridge in the little bowl was just right. And Goldilocks ate it all up. Така, още нещо, за което сме говорили. Up с много голяма част от глаголите ще придава една идея на завършеност. Eat, ако е ям. To eat up, да изям. Okay? To eat something up, да изям нещо. To drink, пия. To drink up, да изпия. Okay? To cut, ако е режа. To cut up, да нарежа. To heat, ако е грея, нагрявам. To heat up, to heat something up, да загрея, да подгрея нещо. Така че, наистина се получават така едни изключително хубави изрази в този смисъл, акцент на завършено с up. Обърнете внимание. Okay, number 7. In the sitting room, there were 3 chairs. Goldilocks sat down in the huge chair. Too hard. Твърд. твърде твърд. She didn't like the ordinary chair either. Too soft. Either, обърнете внимание, също една дума, която използваме само при отрицателните изречения. Окей? Ако кажа it is good, the other thing is good too. Но, ако кажа it is not good, the other thing isn't good either. Okay? So, and too soft, твърде мек. The next sentence there, number 8. She loved the little chair, but she didn't sit on that one very long. As soon it broke into pieces. Да се счупи на парчета. Okay, so Goldilocks went on exploring. To go on. Да продължа. Минало време. Went on. To go on doing something. Да продължа да върша нещо. Okay. To explore. Да изучавам. So she went on exploring. Тя продължи да изучава. Нататък. 9. In the bedroom there stood the three bears' beds. Окей, стояха леглата на трите мечки. Goldilocks suddenly felt very tired. She climbed onto the huge bed too hard. Climb, да се катеря. To climb onto. Движение към повърхността на нещо. Окей? Onto. Един предлог, който ще използваме за движение към повърхността на нещо. Окей? Действие, даже може би най-точно. Действие към повърхността на нещо. Окей. So, then she saw. Okay, in fact we have number 10 here. Then she crawled into the ordinary bed. Too soft. To crawl, да пълзя. She crawled into. Yes? Into, движение към вътрешността на нещо. Okay? The little bed was just right. So Goldilocks lay down. Okay, she lay down and soon she fell asleep. Fell is the past tense here. Yes? Fell asleep, заспивам. After a while, the three bears returned home. One looked at their balls and the chairs and they started wondering. Okay, they started wondering. Започнаха да се чудят. Something wasn't right. They came into the bedroom and there they saw little Goldilocks in baby bear's bed. Okay. The three bears watched her for a while and then they woke her up. To wake up, будя. To wake someone up, да събудя някой. Okay? Past tense woke. They woke her up. Goldilocks opened her eyes. Number 13. She saw the bears, began to scream, and as fast as she could, Goldilocks ran out of the bear's house. Okay? Така, внимание още веднъж върху идеята на out. To go out. Излизам. To walk out. Също. Малко по-горе имахме to sneak out. Да се промъкна и да изляза незабелязано. Now we have she ran out. Изтича навън. Окей? Тоест, out дава идеята навън. Глаголът ще покаже начинът, по който извършваме действие. Същата идея ще получим с in. Окей, абсолютно може да имам to sneak in. Окей. to run into, okay, or to walk into, to go into, to come into, yes. Така че, същата идея може да имам с up, down, съответно вече движение нагоре, надолу. Окей, същата идея може да имам с back, т.е. едно реципрочно, обратно действие назад. To run back. Окей. Or to run out back to the car. Да изтичам обратно до колата. Окей. To sneak out back to the car. Да се промъкна навън незабелязано до колата. Окей. So, 14. The three bears followed her, but suddenly at the edge of the wood, the bear stopped. Okay. Frightened little Goldilocks, however, didn't stop. She hurried home to her parents, and she never visited the bear's house again. Внимание, never е дума, която носи отрицателна идея. Глаголът ще бъде в минало време visited. Но абсолютно мога да кажа she didn't ever visit the bear's house again. Или ever абсолютно мога да използвам като any по отношение на един акцент на негативна идея, що се отнася за време. Окей. И още нещо тук за hurry. Hurry също можем да приемем като един глагол за движение. To hurry to a place. Да бързам за някъде. До някъде. Движение до. Извършване на... т.е. бързане до някъде. Обаче, думи, които сме казали, че използваме без предлози. Home. На първо място. Come home, go home, hurry home. Yes. Така. Още. Here, there. Думите с where. Okay. To go somewhere. Няма to somewhere, нали? Това означава още everywhere, anywhere, nowhere. Ако кажа, okay, he walks everywhere. He doesn't drive anywhere. Окей, това означава навсякъде ходи пеша, никъде не ходи с кола. Окей. Our next exercise, Judy. To the carnival in Rio last year. We have to actually pick the right answer. Goes, goed, went. Okay. Went, why? We have last year. Something that happened last year. Past simple tense. So she went to visit the carnival. She went to the carnival. Yes? Okay, number 2. It snowed last winter. Okay. It didn't snow last winter. Snow е глагол. Вали сняг. В този смисъл, rain също. Вали дъжд. It didn't snow. Не валя сняг. 3. George earned his money on computer magazines. Okay. Spend is the past form, irregular verb. Okay. Той похарчи, past tense. Earned his money on computer magazines. Така, абсолютно мога да кажа такова изречение и по принцип, но трябва да имам избор. He spends all his money. Той харчи по принцип. Тук нямам такава опция. 4. You have breakfast this morning. Did you have breakfast this morning? Закуси ли тази сутрин? Изразите с have. Изключително важно. Have breakfast, have lunch, have dinner, have supper, have a shower, have a walk, have a talk. Okay, have a rest, have a break, whatever. Yes? Okay, number 5. Who with you to the cinema last night? It's a question, be careful. Okay. Who with you to the cinema last night? Внимание, това е въпрос към подлога. Who came with you? Кой дойде с теб? Who came with you? Okay. Number 6. Why you tell me the truth? Okay. Didn't, wasn't, weren't. Which one? Tell is a verb. So, why didn't you tell me? Okay. Но ако беше, защо не беше честен с мен? Honest. Okay. Why weren't you honest with me or to me? Yes. 7. I German a year ago. I studied. Внимание, why преминава в ie. Why след съгласна. Yes. I studied German a year ago. 8. Glenda, her boyfriend, when she was in Rome. She met. Irregular verb. She met her boyfriend. Okay. Question 9. The children up early. They got up. The children got up. Past tense, irregular verb. 10. I a taxi yesterday morning. I took a taxi. Took is the past tense. 11. My friends at the party on Sunday. Okay, the verb to be. Не мога да има формата didn't be. Okay, my friends, and we have plural here, they weren't at the party. Ако беше единствено, my friend wasn't at the party. Okay, 12. Brian, about the problem. Think, thought. Brian thought about the problem. Okay, той помисли за проблема. Sarah, the film last night, enjoyed. Why? След гласен звук се запазва окончание ed. So she enjoyed the film. Тя хареса филма. 14. I lunch yesterday. I didn't have lunch yesterday. Hadn't. Ще имаме тази структура, но тя ще бъде при минали перфектни времена. Had е вид спомагателен глагол. В нашия контекст have е основен такъв. Okay? Изразите с have още веднъж. Have lunch. Okay? I didn't have lunch yesterday. Не обядвах вчера. 15. There much traffic in the streets. 3 hours ago. There wasn't much traffic. Uncountable, singular. Okay? Единствено число. There wasn't. Нямаше много трафик. Okay. Our next exercise. Fill in the verbs in the correct tense. Трябва да попълним глаголите във вярното граматично време. Okay. My friend Leo is 40. Моят приятел Лио е на 40. He left Italy. Напусна Италия. Okay, when he was 20. Yes? And what did he do? He went to the UK. He worked in Leeds for 10 years. Още веднъж се спирам тук заради употребата на for. Окей, for е един предлог, който ще въвежда колко дълго протича нещо. Сегашно време. I work for 8 hours. Generally speaking. Говорейки по принцип. Нашият израз е в миналото. Няма значение. He worked in Leeds for 10 years. Той работи в Leeds 10 години. Внимание, много често в българският език ние не използваме предлози. Това е наша грешка. Нататък. Okay, then he moved to London. Yes. There he met Jane and they got married in 2003. Now they live. Okay, present simple. Now they live in a lovely house in the suburbs. They have got 2 children. Внимание, изразът have got няма минали времена. Have got в контекста на притежавам използваме само в сегашно време. They have got 2 children. Leo sells computers. Okay. Present simple. Right now, this is what he does. Това е с което той се занимава. He sells computer software. And Jane teaches English. Okay. He teaches English in a primary school. At the moment, they are on holiday in Italy. Leo is showing continuous tense right now. This is what they're doing there. Okay, Leo is showing his family his native country. Така, внимание върху show като глагол. To show something to someone or to show someone something. Show е един глагол, който е следван от две допълнения. Тоест, show е като give. To give something to someone or to give someone something. Тоест, допълнението, което касае прякото действие на глагола. Direct object. Тоест, това, което показвам, това, което давам. Окей? Непрякото допълнение е този, към който е насочено действието. Ако той е в края, се въвежда с to. Тоест, мога да кажа give me the book or give the book to me. Show me the book or show the book to me. В нашия случай is showing his family his native country. His family indirect object. His native country direct object. Тоест, имам варианта. Leo is showing his native country to his family. Okay, they stay with his parents. They are staying with right now. Yes, they're staying with his parents in the house. All of them are very happy right now. Only the weather isn't fine. Okay. Okay, as it is raining that night. Okay. So, as it is raining that night. Внимание върху S. S много често ще стои в контекста на because. Because it's raining, as it's raining. Okay, тъй като, понеже, защото. Yes, as it is raining that night.